Hey everyone, welcome back to World Runner Dex. I'm Dex, and today we're back in Ark Survival Ascended on the island, and we've got just a few things to do around the base today. I'm starting to get a little annoyed by the RGs that come off the mountain behind me, and then the mountain on the other side, the volcano, and some of the other areas. So what our goal is going to be today is we're going to build some, basically some towers, and we're going to put. I'm thinking I want to put plant species X on there because I think we've got a lot of fertilizer, and we're going to basically put those in certain areas along the fence line here, and just let them take down any RGs that wander in, basically so that it doesn't mess up the all of the different dinos that we've got sort of parked in different places around the base. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. Here we go. All right, we spent the night basically farming materials and kind of replenishing things. We took a bunch of RGs and the Ankylosaurus up to the top of the volcano, and we farmed all the metal that was on the volcano. There's that sort of flat area where you can build. We farmed that, and then we farmed down around the path a little bit, and we tossed all that into our new industrial forge. Then we took the Anky and we got some regular stone and flint, and we basically took all that and put it into the chemistry bench so that we can get some spark powder, and we're kind of going into a bullet manufacturing mode with that. So the other thing we did during the daytime was we built these towers. So originally they were four by four, and I was going to put ladders all the way, ladders going up to certain spots that would have windows and platforms, and then basically going up to the top where there would be one of these large one of these large crop plots. So something is going on with the ladder, and if you put it into the only place that it would go would be up the side of the wall. Otherwise, if you put it on the hatch frame, you put one on the hatch frame, and then you try to go down, and it wouldn't snap and attach to the ladder that's hanging. It would only go up from there. So I got kind of frustrated with that, and finally I just pulled it all out. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just conserve the materials. Instead of doing a bunch of 4x4 things, I just did one by one, and we've got these steps that basically go up, and we've got ladders all the way to the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to head into the swamp, and we're going to get some plant species X, because I've got 4 beetles in there generating fertilizer, and now the fertilizer is so efficient that even the crops that are outside as decoration, sort of the landscaping, those are basically filled up with fertilizer, and the beetles have so much fertilizer in them they can't move and they can't generate more. And I filled up the crop plots in the greenhouse there. Those are all totally filled up, and I did the same to the ones below. So now we have a ton of extra fertilizer that we can use for defenses against things like this. Let's see, where's that guy at? Normally a 135 RG I would tame. I may still tame that if he doesn't get himself killed right there. But I'm tired of random RGs just kind of flying in here, and they don't kill anything anymore, really, unless I accidentally set the dinos to neutral or to passive. Most of the time they're set on neutral, but as soon as something makes it in, it just causes all these dinos just get scattered up and condensed into one big ball, killing whatever it is that they need to kill. So that's kind of what the situation is. Yeah. So now we're going to head into the swamp, and we're going to get some plant species X. All right, we are in the we're sort of in the swamp area. Let's see if this shows coordinates. Yeah, we're at 55.9, 80.4, 55.9, 80.4, And we've just found these little bushes right here, and I'm pretty sure those are the plant species X. We were going to a few other places first and didn't find anything. Some places that I remember going to. So now I know there's a Sarco over there. We're going to come over here, see there's some more. We're going to try and get a hold of this Sarco without damaging the bushes. We're going to knock some of these trees down. Let's see. I'm not sure what he's chomping on exactly. Oh, heading this way. All right. I don't want the Paris whatever that thing to trample any of the bushes. So we're just gonna fly away, drop aggro, and then try again. We want the Sarco, not that guy. Oh, okay. I guess we've got him, so we might as well just kick him out. Chaos. There's raptors down there. What else do we got? Maybe that was just Dilos. Okay. Let's save our game, and then we'll pick these berry flowers. Okay, we may have another Sarco back there. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, that's definitely another Sarco. So we're going to jump off quick, grab these. I thought that's what these were. We're going to get back on him. Okay, yeah. I must have been harvesting something else before. And these are the plant species X bushes. Let's see. Looks like we'll go down to this one here. Try to get just these. It's like these harvest up after everything else is gone. Go away. There we go. I mean, one bush gives you a lot. 77 on that one. Ooh, there's a Theory. Alright, we're going to take out this Theory. I think we've got enough plant species X, because we're going to... I'll use them for that base. I may use them for another base. Let's see. There's no timers on them. I've never seen timers on them as far as I can remember. We're gonna get rid of the plants that we had in our boat before, and we're gonna put plant species X on our boat. Now that we've got a thriving farm, basically. And then when we build our speedboat will have at least two plant species X plants on it too. The plant species X is nice is because it slows down the mobs. So if you're driving on the speedboat and you got sharks, or you've got lead sickthis that are attacking your boat, the plant species X will slow them down and obviously damage them a lot. And then your machine guns that are on your boat can take out anything too, so it's pretty great. All right, we're gonna head back to base and then we'll plant these. All right, let's see how much fertilizer these guys got. I'm gonna increase weight and melee. And get that oil. I'm gonna take as much fertilizer as I can hold. Okay. So much that I'm technically, like, overburdened. They don't really... That little black weight means that they are... You can't really carry anything else. Like, it's almost like a full inventory. I forget exactly what it is, but we're gonna run over here, and we're gonna get this... I think it's rained at least once. That's something I never really thought about. We could... We've got plenty of water barrels. We could put a water barrel maybe inside. Not fertilized, not irrigated. It's got 600. What we're going to do is we're going to put one of those in there. One of these in here. And then we're going to fill this up. Okay, spitting plant. Destroy. Let's deposit fertilizer. I think we got to wait until... We have to wait until it gets all the way grown up, I think, to be able to set it, do the settings for it. But in theory, right now, I think it just shoots at everything except for us. There's no other person playing in this server. So there's no other tame dinos except for ours. Everything's wild. What it'll do is it'll just shoot wild dinos. In the S Plus version, I think you could set it to shoot only aggressive dinos. And actually, in the S Plus version, like the turrets, you could set to specific. You could exclude specific dinos if you wanted to. But for now, this just kind of is what it is. We've got so much fertilizer that we should not have a problem keeping these guys fertilized. And honestly, there's so much rain that we probably don't need to put buckets by them either. We'll figure that out later. So we're just going to do these to all of the different turrets we made. And yeah, that should, in theory, secure our base from RGs. I could put one right here. I didn't want to get one too close to these trees. I like having these trees as part of my base. I just don't want anything to destroy them. That's why I built the fences around them. Fertilizer and seeds. Now we should get down from here without dying. Now I think it takes a full. I think it said it takes a full 2 days. 1 to 2 days in game for these to grow. I'm assuming 1 would be if they were in some kind of greenhouse. 2 in the game days, maybe without the greenhouse. I'm not super worried about it. We don't really get attacked too often. It's just often enough. Just worrying about it and having to like look around and make sure there's nothing that's gonna. There's no RGs that are gonna come in and stir things up. That's annoying, and that's why I'm doing this basically. These look cool too. I don't know if it might be possible that if any wild dinos that are inside, you know, there's a parasaur that's been kind of running around in here. I had I think I dropped a max level something in here that I never got around to taming. I think it probably despawned. These turrets may end up taking out anything that has managed to find its way inside or spawned inside the gates. All right, just like that, we've got surface to air and probably surface to surface turrets. And the rest of the seeds we will we'll deposit in a box. We'll keep those for our boat. Here, and there we go. Okay, there we go. We've already got one. A plant species X just killed a Dimorphodon. I kind of like them with Dimorphodons, but you know what? That's the way it goes sometimes. Now we're gonna see if we can. Ooh, what level is this guy? 15. He's gonna have to go at some point soon. Let's take a drink, and now we're going to. I'm gonna pop this guy one. Nope. And we're gonna try to lure him to the gates here. Okay. He should get close enough. That these plant species X take him out. So we're gonna kind of watch and see what happens here. Yep, it's already getting ready. You can see that. Oh, it's hitting him. Yeah, he's getting nailed by these things. So see, it slows him down and then bam, drops him. Perfect. Okay. I bet they were hitting the, yeah, they're hitting these guys too. Oh, it took out the Tapajar. Okay, so they're, they're definitely fully active. So I think what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go, collect up some of the meat from the things that got killed. We'll take Lucky. It's too bad about some of these, like the Tapajara, but basically you just gotta, the peace of mind of things not getting into your base is worth it. Because those, as you can see, I bred up a bunch of female Uties. Those are all females except for one in that cluster right there, and that's what I'm using to collect just UD eggs, and I use those to make the highest tier kibble, and I've made a lot of it. This is like a quarter of what I've made so far. So let's take this. But they eat a lot of meat, or at least they do when they grow up, so we're gonna dump that in here. Let's see, and we're gonna dump the rest of it in the other side. And then we're gonna go check out we're gonna check out and see how much fertilizer those two sides were using when they. Well, first we're gonna close that. How much fertilizer they were using. So let's head to this. I'm trying to remember which one was actually shooting. We're gonna go to this one. Oh no, it was this one right here. Because it uses up the fertilizer as ammo. So just barely used a little bit, and part of that is from growing too. So yeah, so this is going to be a pretty effective defense against anything that gets close and is high enough, because it's got to be fairly high, at least on this side, because there's some stuff running around out there that these guys aren't shooting. So what would happen is, before, now these guys are all on passive and ignore group whistles, so they won't move no matter what. But I kind of have everything parked the way I like it, and something would attack. You know, a bird would come in and it would attack, and everything would rush it and kill it. And now, in theory, everything will be killed before it gets close enough to do that. So, yeah. Let's check out these guys. This one was the one that was taking out the stego. I'm curious how often I'm going to have to put more fertilizer in here, but to be honest, we've got so much of it that it's not really that much of a concern. Yep, see it shooting it now. It's shooting. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna take out all the dinos inside of our base too, but yeah, it is what it is. We could always put our own dinos on we could put our own dinos on wandering if we really wanted a little bit of ambiance or whatever you want to call it. Man, these guys are really getting it. Okay, there you have it. So this one's down to about half after growing and taking out a bunch of things already. So we will be replacing these. We'll check on them, at least we'll check on the most active ones maybe 2 or 3 times, or every 2 or 3 days in game. So that's the turrets. Now I don't gotta worry about RGs and really anything else getting too close. Alright, the other thing we're going to do today is we're going to take this this whole cabin down. We were using it for the holiday event when we were super naughty. This is where we were sleeping so that it would be in here. Everything would get destroyed in here. Yeah, so we're going to pick all this up, whatever we can. I guess I could just repair most of it and then pick it up. And we're going to head to, let's see, let's see here. Here we go. We're going to head, basically right about here, there's a cave, and we're going to build a cabin there. That way, and we're going to start taming aquatic dinos here, and then we'll eventually have there's a cave here, and we'll have a cabin there too. And yeah, so those are gonna be the 2 spots where we're gonna spend our time taming water dinos and trying to run those sometimes annoying water caves. So we're gonna fix this thing up, and then we're gonna take it down, and then we'll head that way. I love watching the balls of stuff hit these guys. Just looks cool, especially at night. All right, the nice part about having a base in the very center of the map at the mall is that you're quick to basically go anywhere, especially when you're flying on a Pteranodon that's got plenty of stamina. So basically the hard part is waiting for these RGs to catch up. So you can kind of see where we're at. The ice is over there. We're making our way down this way. I think on the other side of that jetty there is kind of where we want to have our base. I'm gonna may have to tame a dolphin quick to be sure. Okay, we're in the water. We've already got 2 basilos right here. We also have a 130. 130 dolphin that I would like to tame up if we can. So we're gonna see how this works out. 130, 55, 75. The dolphins get curious sometimes, and they'll come, and then you can tame them. Most of the time when you don't want to tame one, that's when they're just everywhere, and they won't leave you alone. So we're going to go down a little bit and see what we can see. And this is the area that everybody likes building in. They, kind of a classic water area. People put their bases on that peninsula. It's kind of a good water / land base area. I'm pretty sure we're too close to the red obelisk, whatever. Away from that. I think we're too far away from that cave. I like to build right on top of the cave. So we're gonna take a glance here and see if there's any dolphins. I saw a couple lower level ones there before. A couple sharks, but nothing too exciting. It's always worth checking. Yep, garbage. Dump it all out. Okay. We're going to explore a little bit, and then where I may just end up going online and looking for the base, the cave location, and just because I want to get this house put up before the end of the video. Okay, so I ended up going online to look for it. It was basically like 55, 12, or 13. This rock right here looks very familiar. I think what I ended up doing on my last time I was on the island, I think I cleared a lot of this stuff away right here, and this is where I built my my little base. So this is where we're gonna do it. I think, yeah. I think we're gonna put it right where these rocks are. Get some of these guys over here. And for some reason, none of them are moving. Okay. Alright, and just like that, we've got our cabin built. We're going to end up putting deck pretty much all the way around it. I like having deck on there, and we'll put a little bit of fencing to trim it off. I threw the tree there just for fun. It's a pretty basic little build here. Let's keep us warm, obviously. We got 2 beds because I'll probably need them when I die, because I will be dying in that cave, probably. That's interesting. I like the way that they did this now with the pieces. That's kind of nice to be able to do some little bit different design. And yeah, it's simple. I like it. And we're gonna build some decks straight out and put just some simple docks in, and we'll park our tames out there. We might put some plant species X on the end of the docks to try and take out anything that tries to come and get our tames. But yeah, that's it. I think that's it for the video. So appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And if you have any comments you want to make, or if you got any suggestions, I mean, there's, I've been playing this game a lot, but I'm constantly learning new things. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. So once again, thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.